Hello, greetings and welcome to class. We're going to continue with our mathematics lessons. And today in this class, we're going to be looking at a topic known as the four rules. The four rules of mathematics. So the topic of our today's class is what? The four rules of mathematics. Therefore, into today's class, we shall be looking at the four rules that exist in mathematics, and we shall discuss each of them in every details. All right. So to begin with, I will introduce to you the four rules of mathematics, and then we're going to pick it up one after another. Now, to start with, the four rules of mathematics include, like I said, there are four rules. These include all the four basic operations. In mathematics. So what am I saying? I'm saying that the four rules in mathematics are you have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we're going to pick it up one after another. We're going to look at each of the rules, going to take its examples and so on. So let's go. We're going to start with rule 1, addition of numbers. The first operation in mathematics is what? Addition. So I'm going to begin from simple to complex. What does it mean? I will start from what you know to what you do not know, to ease your understanding. Now, in simple parlance, when we say addition, it is represented by the symbol this, and then we call it plus. This is the plus sign. Yes. So we generally say addition is what? Combination. Adding together. When you take two or more numbers and you join together, we say you are adding the numbers. Now, for example, like I said, I was going to begin from simple to complex. Now, example 1. Let's take the number 2 plus 3. I said addition is what we are putting together, is combination. So you consider 2. There are different ways you can do this. For the main time or for the starting point, you can use your calculator if you have it. But now, given that the interest of this lesson is not is for you to be able to do it by yourself, because the calculator will just give you the answer and then it's not going to serve the purpose of the lesson. Another method is by counting, and with time you will see that when you see a number like this, even big numbers like 213 plus 512, the answer will come to you directly without you counting or calculating. And it starts from here. So we have 2. We can write it like this. We can represent any, for example, 2 strokes plus 3 strokes. Then we count the number of strokes, and we are going to count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strokes. So it means 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. All right, so here is the easiest way to do addition of numbers. I'll take another example. I will say 4 plus 1. Or example 2. 4 plus 2. So this time around we're going to count 4 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we add it to 2 strokes. So if you count them up, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you have 6 strokes. It means that 4 plus 2 is 6. Now example 3. What will happen when you have a bigger number? Please, I would like you to pay attention here. When you have a bigger number like 34 plus 53, this time around, I will want you to first of all put the place value. In our last class, we were looking at place value of numbers. I will want you to put the place value. Place value of here for 53, or the place value of 3 is unit, and here is tens. Unit and tens. So you can reclassify them like this. You place them under tens and unit. So you have 53. You first of all have 34 plus 53. When you add this, now have 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3, it gives you 7. So you have 7 here, and then here you have 3 plus this is plus 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gives you 8. So now your answer is 87. Example 4. Now what if you have a number like 315 plus 417? What will you do? Place values first. Unit, tens, 100, unit, tens, 100. So you see that you have been able to place them under 100, tens, and unit. So it means that your place values here will be 100, tens, and unit. You have 315 and you have 417. You are adding. So you now add 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 7. What does it give you? 12. 12. Now, please, I would like you to pay attention to what I want to say here again. The answer is 12. So you are not going to write 12 here. You are going to write 2. This is, let me first of all write the 12. You're going to write this 2, and then you carry this 1. I'll show you what to do. So since your answer is 12, you write 2 and you carry 1 here. Now, here you have 1 plus the 1 you carry, you have 3. Then here you have 4 plus 3, which is 7. Now this is your answer. Now in question, example 5. What if we now have a number like 3,478 plus 365. Place value. So here you have 100, tens, and unit. Here you have 1,000, 100, tens, and unit. So it means you place the place value will be 1,000, 100, tens, and unit, where you have 3, 4, 7, 8, and then down here you have, see, your 3 here is 100, so you put 3 here, 6 and 5. So under 1,000 here for this number you put 0. Now we are adding 8 plus 5. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we also add it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you do this, you have 13. Are we going to write 13 here? No. We're going to write 3 and carry 1. Now 7 plus 6. If you count 7 plus 6, it gives you 13. plus this one 14. So you write 4 and carry 1. Now you have 4 plus 3 7 plus this one you carried 8. Then 3 plus 0 equal to 3. So this is your answer. So that's it with addition. I want you to know that anytime your answer is more than, if your answer is having two digits, for example, your answer is 10, you write 0 and you carry 1. For example, if your answer is 15, you write 5 and you carry 1. If your answer is let's say 25, you write 5 and you carry 2. Now that is, so I've been able to explain addition to you. Addition, I've done addition without carrying. Addition without carrying. I've done addition with carrying. So that's actually what we have done. For addition without carrying, I'll take another example. I'll put it, I think it's example 6 now. For addition without carrying, let's take an example like 3 4 2 8 plus 4, for example, 4 5 3 1. So here you have unit, tens, hundred, thousand. You have thousand, hundred, tens, and unit. Now, so you place your operation here, and now you're going to add. Here you have 3 4 2 8 plus 4 5 3 1. You are adding. Now 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 3 is 5, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 plus 4 is 7. So here there is no carrying. But I'll take example 7 now for another one with carrying. We'll have a number like, let's say 3,478 plus 2,365. Now here is the same. You have 1,000, 100, tens, and unit. Now you have 3,478 plus 2,365. So now you are adding. If you add 8 plus 5, it gives you 13. Now, will you write a 13 here? No. That is why I said this is addition with carrying, because here you have to carry this one. What will you do? You write 3 and then you carry 1. The 1 will be here. Now 7 plus 6 should give you 13, plus the one that you carried, it should give you 14. You write 4 and you carry 1. Now 4 plus 3 is 7, plus the one you carried 8. Then 3 plus 2 is 5, and this now becomes your final answer. Now that brings us to the end of addition. Now we go to subtraction, the second rule of mathematics. Subtraction, and the subtraction sign is generally represented by this, which means what? It means minus or take away, meaning what? Meaning to remove, meaning to remove. So now let's take some peculiar examples on that. Let me just take example 1 straight here. Let's take example 1. we have a number like 7 take away 3 equal to. What are we going to do? We're going to count 7 strips. So let's count 7 strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's take away 3. We'll count 1, 2, 3. We'll remove. Now our final answer is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you do take away. I'll take another example. Example 2. Let's take the number 9 take away 4. So you're going to count 9. Then you take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You remove. Now the one that's remaining, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is how you do your subtraction. I'll take another example. 12 take away 7. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we'll remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this 7 will remove it. Then the answer what's remaining is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer is 5. That's how you do subtraction. Now the question is, when you have a bigger number, what do we do? Example 3. Now we have a number like 3,468 take away 1,215. So you're still going to place them under place value, thousand, hundred, tens, and unit. So you have 3, 4, 6, 8, and then you have 1, 2, 1, 5. We're subtracting. So 8 take away 5. If you do that, then you remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's remaining 3. Your answer is 3. 6 take away 1 is 5. 4 take away 2 is 2. And 3 take away 1 is 2. This is your answer. So now on this one, you will put the title. The title for this subtopic is what? Subtraction, or let me just call it simple subtraction. Yeah. So so here what we are doing here is simple subtraction. Yeah, I'll take another example of that form. That will be example what? 7, something like that. All right, so now we have let me take a number like 346 take away 125. Now you're going to place them at place value of 100, tens, and unit. 3, 4, 6 take away 1, 2, 5. Now if we're subtracting, 6 take away 5 is 1, 4 take away 2 is 2, then 3 take away 1 is 2, and this is your answer. Alright, so that is it for simple subtraction. Now we'll go to the next part of subtraction, which is what? Subtraction with carrying. How do you do subtraction with carrying? Example. How do you do subtraction with carrying? This is what you do. I'll take an example. Now you have, for example, 9, 3, 4 take away 2, 7, 1. So you first of all have to place them again under place value of 100, tens, and unit. Now you have 9, 3, 4. take away 271. Now what happens is this: 4 take away 1, 1 2 3 4, take away 1, the answer is 3. Simple. Now but 3 take away 7, if you look here, you see I will have 3 take away 7. 3 take away 7 is not possible. What I'm saying is, you cannot remove 7 things from, if you have 3,000, you cannot give somebody 7,000. It's not possible, because all you have is 3,000. In other words, you cannot have just 3 apples and I expect you to give me 7 apples. It is not done. It's not going to be possible. So what will I do? I will borrow before I'll be able to give you. So that's why here now I'm talking about subtraction with, it's not carrying. Subtraction with borrowing. I'll correct that. Subtraction with borrowing, not carrying. So now, how do you borrow? You come here, you borrow 1. When you remove 1 from 9, what you are having now is 8. The one that you have removed will come and place itself in front here. Now what you have is 13 take away 7, and 13 take away 7 is what? 13 take away 7 is 6. Now you have 8 take away 2, which is 6. So this is now your answer. And this is how you do subtraction with borrowing. I'll do another one. Now the second example for that, we have, I'll take a number like 3,463 minus 2,347. So now you're going to place under the place value of 1,000, 100, tens, and unit. So you have 3, 4, 6, 3, take away 2, 3, 4, 7. Now we'll go ahead and do the operation. Now you have 3 take away 7, which is not possible, so you have to go ahead and you borrow from here. This boy, it was 6, it will become 5 because you are removing 1, and the 1 will come and place itself here. Now you have 13 take away 7, and 13 take away 7 is 6. Now what was remaining here is 5. 5 take away 4 is 1. 4 take away 3 is 1. And 3 take away 2 is 1. And this is your final answer. So that now brings us to the end of what? Subtraction. We will now move ahead to what? The third rule in mathematics, multiplication rule. So we're going to go to part 3, multiplication. Multiplication simply means grouping. Yes. Or repeating, or what we call repeated addition. So before we really delve into multiplication, let me do this. I will give you an exercise. Go on and carry out the following operation. Yes, so here are 5 questions. I would want you to copy them in your exercise book. You do it and then you submit for correction. So go ahead and pause the video so that you'll be able to copy, and by the time you're done you will continue so that I'll give you assignment. So go ahead and copy this as your assignment. You do it and then you do well to submit it before the next class. I decided to cut it short because uh, moving into multiplication straight away, when I'm not sure that addition and subtraction have been well understood, is going to give a lot of bulk. The load is going to be much to understand, and multiplication itself, we're going to treat it in 3 different parts. So that is why I decided to halt multiplication at that level and rather give exercise and an assignment to make sure that, or to assess the level of understanding before we continue with multiplication and then to division. Hello, greetings and welcome to class once again. So we're going to be looking at multiplication of numbers. So we want to see how to multiply numbers, and like I said before closing in the last lecture, I was saying that multiplication simply means you're counting in groups. Counting in groups. It also means repeated addition. It also means repeated addition. So let me illustrate what I'm saying. What am I saying is counting in group. For example, let's say 2 times 3. It simply means I need to tie bundles of 2 3 places. So I'll make 1 2. This is one place. 1 2 again. This is a second place. And 1 2. This is a third place. So you see, this is 1 2 3 places. So now I join everything and I count together. So when I join everything and count together, I'm going to have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the answer is what? 6. Now we'll take another example. Let me say 3 times 4. We're going to tie bundles of 3 4 places. So 1 2 3, this 1. 1 2 3, this 2. 1 2 3, this 3. And then 1 2 3, this 4. So you now join everything and then you count together. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's the answer. And that's how multiplication is being done. Now, exercise. Use what I've done here to find 5 times 7. While we then continue. So by the time you're done with that, you just snap it and send as usual. Now, we'll go to the second part of multiplication. When we're multiplying a big number. Let's take the first example there. Let's say, for example, I'm multiplying 314 times 2. What will you do? You place the numbers 314 times 2. You do it like this. Your answer will be here. So what will you do? You will take this 2. You use it to multiply all these numbers. So when you take this 2, you first of all multiply 2 times 4. You write the answer. You multiply 2 times 1. You write the answer. Then you also multiply 2 times 3. Then you write the answer. So let's go. 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Then now 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Then finally 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. That's your answer. I'll take another example. $468 times 3. Now we'll do the same thing. We'll first of all take 3 times 8. So 3 times 8 is 24. But am I going to write a 24 here? Remember what I did in addition. I'm going to write 4 and carry 2. So instead of 24, I'll write what? 4 here. And then I'm going to put 2 up here. Now 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus this 2 that you carried is now 20. Will I write a 20 here? No. I'll write 0 and carry 2. So instead of writing 20, I'll write 0 here. I'll put 2 here. Now I have 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is 12. Now 12 plus the 2 you carried is now 14. So 14. Will I write the 14 here? Of course, yes. I'll write the 14 here because there's no number again to multiply and go. So since the last number, you put it. And this now is your answer. Exercise. I think this is exercise, no, multiplication. This is exercise 1. Exercise 2. Yeah. Alright, so now exercise 2A, you multiply 314 times 3. In B, you multiply 617 times 2. And in C, you multiply 478 times 4. Now we'll go to the last part of multiplication. Now that we are here, this we are going to take an example. Multiplication part 3. Now here is when we are multiplying. We first of all have a big number. For example, let's say we have 123. Then we are multiplying now by a 2-digit number. So if you look at this number, it has 2 digits. What will you do? So you place the numbers under the place values. We have 123 times 12. Now you first of all start with this one, this 2 here. You use that 2. You're going to use a 2 to multiply 3, 2, and 1. Then you come back. You take 1, you multiply the same 3, 2, and 1. So here there are 2 steps. Now let's start with 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 1 is 2. Now we are coming back now to take 1. Now 1 times 3 is 3. See where we are writing 3 under 1 because now we are working with 1. So we are writing it straight down. We are not writing here. Now 1 times 2 is 2. And 1 times 1 is 1. Now when you come here, you put 0 here. You put 0 here. Then now you add. So let's go on and add. 6 plus 0, 6. 4 plus 3, 7. 2 plus 2, 4. 0 plus 1, 1. And that is your answer. So this is how you do with multiplication, where you're multiplying maybe 2-digit, multiplying by a 2-digit number. This is what you do. It has 2 steps. Then you now add them. I'll take another example. Let's take a number like 312 times 24. So we'll simply put the number. We start with 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 times 3 is 12. Now we come to 2. And when we come to 2, remember, 2 times 2 is 4. This is where we're writing it, because we're now working with 2. Now 2 times 1 is 2. And 2 times 3 is 6. So we come now, put 0 here. We now add. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 1 plus 6 is 7. And this is our answer. Exercise. Here is your exercise. So go ahead and copy it, then you work it out. Remember, at the end you have to snap it and then you send.